So welcome everybody. Welcome to the American Makerspace here at the Rajiv Gandhi Science Center. I'm Audrey from the US Embassy. We are very excited, very happy to be here today with all the youth and all the educators and all our partners as well for this competition. This is the first competition of the Young Makerspace American Makerspace, that we launched since October. So this is the American Makerspace, and it is a collaboration with the Rajiv Gandhi Science Center, focused on STEAM education. So the first competition on a pilot basis, we opened it to 10 schools. Out of the 10 schools, we got 7 schools who made it till the end of the competition, and we're very excited to hear about your projects. I know you've been working really hard during these past 2 months to kind of come up with a great project and a great idea to kind of help your community. So the first team who's going to present today is Ramphul. But before I leave them the floor, I want to just introduce my colleagues who are on the jury panel. We have Dr. Lucka from the University of Mauritius. He's also an alum of the US Embassy. He's been on an exchange program. We have Mr. Ramsurrun, Ramsurrun from the Rajiv Gandhi Science Center. We have Nikhil from the Rajiv Gandhi Science Center, and we'll be on the panel today. So this is more of a conversation. We want to hear about what you've been doing. So no need to stress, no need to feel tense about it. We'll just ask you a couple of questions just to get to know you more and know more a little bit about your projects. So on this, we can start.
So hello everyone, I am Nikhil Purlackee, a student from Ramphul, and we meet and up on the graphic troubleshooter. So here, present again. This is Ramsurrun, Krrishna. This is Lucka, Neeshi, and there are 2 more people who help us contribute to me, but unfortunately they didn't manage. I would like to especially thank my school mentor, Mrs. Dosieah, for helping us in our project, and our mentor from Mauritius, Nikhil, for giving us feedback on and improving our report. Now, how did we fix this problem? Well, you see, at our school, we noticed that our schoolmates most of the time they come late to school. And when we saw the log that the director had provided us, we saw most of them had written traffic jam, most of them. And we decided we should try to solve this problem. So, yes, and we even made a survey at our school. As you can see, we were out open only late for school due to traffic, and we saw that only a small percentage of the students rarely or never come late to school, which is concerning if you see about it. There's a quote that says, "Time waits for no one, but it rewards those who honor it." A wise man said. So that's why we decided to make an app to make you save that time, and you can restart. You can honor that time to get rewarded. Now my friend Krrishna will be presenting the next time. Thanks.
Thank you, Nikhil. Can you hear me? Yes, but you know, in this world there's a lot of carbon dioxide because of traffic jam, and that is why I had to put this mask. And in order to combat this, we had to get interviews from the people themselves. And the most common one was, of course, that there were too many vehicles on the road, and that the Mauritian roads themselves weren't built to accommodate so many vehicles. And in order to arrive from one problem to another solution, there were a lot of solutions in the middle, but were unsolved. So we had to make it into a mind map in order to organize all of our thoughts and to get one specific solution that could tackle multiple problems. And that solution was carpooling. Let me give you examples so you can understand why carpooling is the ultimate solution to traffic jam. Let's say there are 4 co-workers and they leave office in 4 different cars at the same time. But those 4 cars will emit carbon dioxide times 4, and it will add on into the queue of already traffic jam and vehicle queuing on the road. And it also contributes to noise pollution. And so to combat this, our app will make it easier for carpooling to manage and organize carpooling events. Since carpooling basically reduces those 4 cars into 1 car, and you can even put 5 people in it. And of course, carpooling has only one disadvantage. It is that it is hard to organize with so many people. You have to plan the route, you have to schedule with them. And our app will basically counter all of those problems. It will make it easier for you to schedule the carpooling and organize it. And now we'll be going over our storyboard for the concept video. You can see a little man walking to school, and the teacher is angered at him because he came late to school. I don't know why we didn't put it here, but of course he is late. He wants to come early to school. He thinks of the solution, and then somehow somebody finds his number and calls him. And that number gives him the app that we made. And now he comes early to school. He has a little smile on his face, all joy. He goes to the teacher. He says, "I came early today." And the teacher is proud of him. And now we'll present the concept video that we made.
There once was a boy called Krrishna. He always came late to school.
You came late again? Looks like you're going to detention. I don't want to hear excuses.
Hello! I heard you had some lateness issues?
Wait, how did you get my number? Are you smoking?
Look, just download the app I sent you, alright?
Krrishna starts coming to school late. He started appearing nude because of his earliness.
So here I am with this famous boy that comes early every single day at school. Tell me, how do you come early every single day?
You see, I downloaded an app that helps me calculate what traffic and road I should take and avoid. And that's how I come early to school every day.
You heard me here, folks. Download this app this man is using to come to school early every single day.
Even girls started falling for him.
Well, even I have tested the app that my friends created. I'm Neeshi, Lucka. I live at flat, constant flat, and I have to take 3 buses to come here, and also with the traffic jam included. So this has helped me to come on time, and without it, I would not have been able to make it today. Thank you.
Now, paper prototypes were the core foundation for our app. Since before we actually started designing it on the computer or the app called Figma, we had to really get a concrete idea on what we wanted it to do. And this is what the paper prototype shows you right here. We have the menus and all the different colors. which represent different elements. And we thought that those different colored elements really represent the functions differently. So then we decided to incorporate it into our final design. And the final prototype, which was made in Figma, incorporates all of those designs, incorporates all of the solutions we have thought of, and all of the little solutions that come with it. Solutions that will solve other smaller problems. And here is the prototype right here. As you can see, we have to create a profile first after getting consent from the user to gather their location data, or else the app will not work. So we just input the name and we create the profile. And it will take us to the Save Profiles menu, where we have all different profiles here. And why is this useful for carpooling is that, let's say there is a family of 5 and they all use one specific tablet. Instead of just manually inputting the address each time, or going onto the Save Profile and going into that location, all of the location data is stored in each profile, and we can click on them to automatically load their settings or preferences. You can also go back to the Type Create profile with this button. Let's go with Joe McJones here. And as you can see, it looks very similar to our paper prototype, with a red line representing traffic. You can toggle it on and off with this red button here. The blue button will just redirect us to our location. And as you can see, there are 3 different routes we can choose from. Let's go with the call route. And the call route will tell us with an address, if we will save a route. And when we press start, it will show us the nearest route to go to this location here. And we stop it. And now the real butter of this app is the Save Routes function, which really helps the carpooling, since you can press this button here with multiple routes, and you can select a profile from it. Now when you select a profile, you basically choose this profile's location, and it will give you another route. But if we go back here and press any of the profiles, and then we click on adding the profile's locations, and then okay. And then when we press done, it will give us a route, the most effective route to go to all of these locations present that we selected. And we press stop again to make it stop. And that is it for the core functions of our app, Traffic Troubleshooter.
We have 1 more minute, guys. Are you done already? Yeah. Okay, we'll go around for questions. My colleagues, I'll let you, the expert in the field, I'll let you go with the technical questions. Anybody, Dr. Nikhil or Purlackee, please feel free to ask your questions.
Okay. Thank you very much for the very nice presentation and explain the whole process you're going through, so very impressive. I have one question about the survey you carried out at the level of the school. So you said there were 52 responses.
Yes.
So when you look at the responses, did you also consider the mode of transport of these respondents and how far they live from the school, which is causing that lateness? Did you try to factor these things in your analysis?
Actually, yes, because we had also a question where students can choose what transport they choose. Most of the students choose bus.
Okay, so most of them are traveling by bus.
Yes, and the second one is by car.
Okay, but then based on what you just said, then is carpooling effective in that case? Because you simply travel by bus already, it's not by car, but your solution is on carpooling.
Yes.
Do you find there's a mismatch here in terms of your solution?
Actually, we also had one other question that says how much how much people are there in the car. And most of them I just say 1 or 2. Like that was the most common answers.
I think for students it's common 1 because it should be driven by the parents. That's one thing already. So one question I had when you were presenting, your solution, like based on what you showed, is you want to help students to come early to school. So the solution is really to help students in that respect. When you're proposing your app, how do you capture the time of travel? Because time is very important. You need to match time of travel of the passengers to make sure you're grouping them together according to time and their trip. So how do you do that?
Normally what we will do is that it's not in the app prototype, but we are planning to add an artificial intelligence system on it, where it calculates the amount of time for the road.
Yeah.
And we also takes into consideration the traffic jam, where what road are congested and what road are better if you want to go
To get
very
it
faster.
quicker.
Yes.
What's your advice? And then come back.
I think my question would be about traffic jam. How do you capture information about traffic jam? I mean, this is a very situational issue. Traffic jam might be very different in different days. For example, right now, there are no school and traffic jam is low. So, I mean, in your app, how do you capture that information? I think that is the most important information that should be present in your app, is how do you capture the status of roads, say, along the route, along the different routes. Just only this
in
one.
real time.
Well, in real time. In real time.
Yes.
This is what I want to say.
Normally, how the app will work is that it, as you can see, it has also consent for data. And if you use the data to check whether the driver, if the driver is stuck somewhere, it will inform the server, and the server will inform the others that there is a blockage at that part of the route, and will suggest to go another route.
I have 2 questions for you. First of all, thank you for your presentation. It was a very nice presentation. My first question, you told us that you take free buses to school normally. Let's say, for example, in your application, you input all the data. For example, you want to go from your home to your school, and your application tells you that there's a faster route. There's a faster route, faster alternative. But buses go from a fixed route normally. What are you going to do in that situation? You're the passenger, you're not the driver. You can just change the route. What are you going to do?
But
The alternatives?
the route for buses they are different from cars. So if I'm taking a bus, I have to take the route that I am going to pass with roads that the buses take. So, and if I am going to take a car, cars will go through another road. So I have to, like in the app there's a, I think I saw it and I have tested it. It shows the routes that buses take and the routes that cars can take separately. Like there are different routes.
Okay. I have one last question. I have been through your report. On page 7 of your report, you have different destinations where maybe the driver is going to put the destinations for passengers. Have you considered drop-down menus instead of writing? For example, if you want to go from flat, maybe you look at flat, you want to come up to port list. If you want to type it, there are different ways to type port list. It can be all caps, small letters, with a dash. There are many different ways to type it. Have you considered the drop-down menu, for example, where you have a fixed destination and easily you can manage programming?
Yes, we haven't added it yet, but we are considering to improve it with more features.
Okay, thank you. That's all for me.
I think I'm good. All the questions were answered. From other colleagues with different questions, and I got my answers. So I think that's all for me. I don't know if anybody has a feedback they want to on those who are here. Anybody wants to ask a question? Something that was not clear? All good? You don't want to stress your friends? Okay, thank you so much.
Ils ont entre 15 et 17 ans et ont développé des prototypes d'applications qui pourraient être utilisés par des particuliers.
Nous fait un app que le côté traffic jam et cette app là les encourage carpooling. Ce qui app là pour faire, il pour prendre tout le monde sur destination, il pour calculer et il pour scheduler comme ça pour moins sauter la route.